person and also those of you virtually. I am Connie Eitzen, Chair of the Concert Series Committee. And today you'll be hearing the San Diego Harmony Ringers. They are a professional handbell ringing group here in San Diego. Please refer to your program because a free will offering will be taken while Cole D'Agostino plays Venetian Gondola Song by Felix Mendelssohn. He's a senior in high school, getting ready to go to college. And I want to give you a heads up so that you can be prepared with a generous offering. If you plan to do a check, please notate in the memo for the concert series. Your generosity allows us to donate to each of our artists and continue our 100% donation-based outreach. We are not a part of the church budget, so the office staff does assist us with the programs and publicity. There's a QR code on the inside of your program and on a donation envelope for you to use. And if you provide your address and email, we can notify you of concerts and include you as a supporter of the concert series. And you will notice all the names that have been added throughout the year on the insert of the bulletin. At this time, please silence your phones. And I have a reminder for you to turn right from the parking lots when you're leaving St. Mark's, because I don't think you want to talk to a policeman tonight. And don't forget, you're invited to a reception for the artists in our social hall following the concert. So now I'd like to call on our pastor, Darren Arneson, to greet you.
We are truly grateful to be gathered with you this evening, and this is our concluding concert of this year's series. So we do give a special thanks to Connie Eitzen and the entire team of the concert series for putting on this wonderful program each year. We hope that you'll keep your eyes peeled for the next year's season and just see the wonderful offerings that we hope to provide so that we might continue to hear this wonderful music in this place, sharing with our community. But we are grateful to have the Harmony Ringers back today, and it is our custom here at St. Mark's to say a prayer before we begin our time in our concert, and so we know this is maybe a diverse gathering, so as you feel comfortable, I invite you to join me in prayer. Holy God, we're so grateful that we might be gathered again on this beautiful afternoon, that we might hear the wonderful gifts offered in this place, all the talent and time that has gone into this preparation for this day, and we are so grateful for all the gifts that are so freely given. We pray that it might remind us and inspire us to continue to live truly in harmony in this world, and may our spirits be uplifted as we enjoy this time together. We pray in Jesus' name, amen. Thanks so much.
And now let's welcome the San Diego Harmony Ringers. I heard they were going to sing, but they are the ringing, and they're under the direction of Joe Rodriguez.
always nice to play before an audience. And so anyway, we're here. That was a laudation, and it's really a good opener. A lot of pep and zip, and yet a nice little melodic section in the middle. And so it gives you kind of a wide range of dynamics. The next piece we're going to play, Ballade, is totally different. It starts out with a scale-like passage, very soft, and you had to listen really hard to hear it. And then a very haunting but beautiful melody. And then it gets a little more exciting with the same melody. And then there's a real dance-like, fiery section that follows. Then it goes back to a short scale-like passage. And then the same melody from the beginning, but a little larger. And then it fades off to the end with the same kind of a scale-like passage. So it's a very beautiful piece, so I hope you will enjoy it. when they play it like they did today, your eyes get a little watery. The next piece we're going to play is Allegro, and it's from Solomon, and it's the entrance of the Queen of Sheba. This is by Handel. And generally, when you hear this, and with orchestrations and so forth, it goes like the Dickens. But we're taking it slower because as a bell piece, it's quite lovely, slower. So I hope that you enjoy it. It's a great arrangement, and you can hear all kinds of little sub-melodies going on in between all the runs, and as it gets later on into the piece. So anyway, Allegro by G.F. Handel. Thank you. The next piece we're going to play, A Mighty Fortress. You expect the beginning of it to be big like the hymn is. And any churches I've played for and so forth, when we sing this, they just raise the roof. Well, unfortunately, thank you. I hate these things, but this starts out and it's much faster and very light, and then it gets a little more, lots of runs and a lot of bells, and then when it gets to the last verse, then it really lets you have it, and that's of course it's talking about Christ being the answer, and then the Spirit and the gifts are ours, all the things that are promised us as believers. So anyway, A Mighty Fortress. This it's a different arrangement, but it's good. Thank you. The next piece we're going to play in English, it's translated the clocks, or no, the bells, les cloches. And I was saying I was just going to purposely mispronounce it, but I guess I better not. Anyway, it's just a lot of chords, a lot of dynamic range. There's a place where it's kind of a chase. You hear the melody in one section, and then you hear it repeated in the lower section. And but it's very well written. And just imagine yourselves in a giant cathedral listening to the bells. And I think that's a good way to listen to it. Thank you. The next piece we're going to play is really written for organ. It's the fugue in G minor, known as the Little Fugue, and most of us who have played the organ at one time or another have played this. And so this is a bell arrangement of it. And you'll notice there's a lot of notes going all over, and it's not an easy piece to play, but it still sounds good on bells. So I think you'll like it. You better. So, you know. Where?
We're going to give the bells a little bit of a rest right now, and we'd like to call Cole up to the piano, and he's going to play for us the name of it?
Oh, Venetian Gondola.
The Venetian Gondola by Felix Mendelssohn. So please, the ushers, will you please come forward? And we will have the offering while he plays.
Now we're going to do something that's kind of fun. For those of you that wonder how bells work, and so Ellen Marcial, one of our bell ringers, she's going to tell you a little bit about it, and then the bell ringers will listen to her instructions and do the things that she asks them to do, and Lord willing, that will happen.
Hi, everybody. Any handbell ringers here? Oh, nice, good. How about any musicians who read music at all? Okay, about the same. Good, thank you. Well, welcome. For those of you that are not handbell ringers, you've probably already noticed that we ring in circles. And aside from it kind of looking cool, there really is a reason for it. Primarily, it's because the clapper in the middle only rings in one direction. So I ring forward like that, and then silently the clapper comes back, and I'm ready to ring it again. And often when we come back from our circle, we stop the vibrating with our shoulder. You should know too that the clapper only rings in one direction. If I turn the bell 90 degrees and I make that same motion, nothing happens because the clapper's going the other way. That's how we're able to ring one bell in each hand, but they're two different notes. This one rings this way, and then this one rings this way. So that's how we make the bell, make the metal vibrate, and that's what makes the sound. That's what makes the note. So once we have the metal vibrating, though, we need to figure out how to make it stop vibrating, or otherwise it's just kind of a big mishmash of notes that are all overlapping each other. So again, primarily we'll ring in a circle, and then we just stop it on our shoulder. For this size bell, that's about right. For the little bells, you can make it stop vibrating just by putting your finger on it or your thumb on it. And the big bells, you kind of need to put your whole hand on it, or the chimes too. You just have to put your hand on it to make the vibrating stop. So that's why we ring, and that's why we stop the ringing to stop the sound. But there's also a technique that you've seen us do probably already today, where we're ringing it and stopping the vibration at the same time, and it's called a martellato, or we call it a mart for short. So anybody with a C or an E or a G, here's my G. So let's do, so sometimes we thrust the bell into the foam table, and you'll hear the note, but it won't continue on, it won't resonate. But we can also do that, but then pick it back up again, and then you'll hear it ring even more. So let's do 3 marts and then a mart lift. So mart, 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 mart lift. 6, 7, 8. So did you hear the difference between the two? You can still hear the note, even though we're pounding it into the table. Another thing we can do is, once the bell is vibrating up here, we can just slightly stop the vibration by just brushing it across the top of the table. The official term for that is echo. We call it the wah-wah effect. You'll see why. So how about anybody with a D, F sharp, or an A? Let's do ring, echo, echo, echo. 6, 7, 8. Could you hear that? Could you hear that? The wah-wah? Let's do it again. 7, 8. Good. One last thing that we do that doesn't actually damp the sound at all. It doesn't stop the metal from vibrating at all as a tower swing, but it's also kind of a wah-wah effect for out there. So carefully, let's, how about anybody with a C, E, or G? Let's do ring, swing, swing, ring, swing, swing. So 4, 5, 6. Could you hear that? Could you hear the sound go wah-wah away as the bell went down onto the ground? You didn't hear it as well as when it was up here. So I think I'm just going to do one last thing, which is my favorite thing that we do. So this is going to be, you're going to hear the vibrating, you're going to hear the sound, and it's going to be a big mishmash of notes. And then we're not going to ring it again, but all we're going to do is stop the wrong bell from vibrating. So let's do D, F sharp, and A again. So put a bell in each hand. So damp everything but the D, F sharp, and A. So we'll do ring, 2, 3, 4, damp, 2, 3, 4. Okay, listen to this. 6, 7, 8. See, isn't that beautiful? Let's do it again because I love that. Okay, 6, 7, 8. Isn't that great? So thanks for indulging me. You can talk to us after the concert. We'll be at the reception, or come on up and try some of the bells or chimes. And then here's the second half of the concert.
we have one piece that we play every Christmas, and we do it for her, and it ends that way, and it's Coventry Carol. And I mean, it's a great ending. I stole it from the Sonos because I heard that they did it, and so it builds, and the whole last line about 4 measures. Everybody doesn't damp a bell. You just keep whatever you ring, you hold it to the end. So by the time you get to the last chord, it's a mess. And then as it fades, it just melts into that chord. And I love to watch her facial expression because, I mean, we could just play that measure 20, 50 times and she'd be happy. But anyway, but I like that piece, so we'll be doing it again. You know. So anyway, the next piece we're going to play is Pinnacle. And this is one of those that not everybody loves. And the first time we played it, because it has a lot of dissonance, and it's very fast, and so I was afraid when we did it people wouldn't like it. So I said something you need to hear, and it was one of those pieces when the concert was over. Practically dozens of people, if not 80% of the audience came up, and it was one of their favorite pieces. And oh dear. So now we do play it, but the middle, it's very fiery at the beginning and at the end, and you'll just hear a lot of different rhythms going on. And then in the middle, there's a really lovely lyrical section, which is slow, and it kind of gives you some respite from the noise you just heard. I probably shouldn't say that because the composer might be here. And so anyway, it's Pinnacle. The next piece we're going to play, America the Beautiful. This is a great arrangement of this. And we would like to have you, if you want to turn in your hymn books, to hymn number 696. And when we get to the last part of this, I'm going to turn around and ask you to sing the first verse along with us. And so that's page 696, America the Beautiful. And when I turn around, that will be, you'll sing the first verse. And this will serve for choir auditions for this church choir. So sing pretty, you know. thank you. That was very nice. A choir rehearsal, when is it? Thursday nights. Yeah, we expect you all here, 7 o'clock Thursday night. And if you can't make it here, you can come to my church. The next piece that we're going to play, this is a hard title, but it's Prestidigitation. Whew. And it means it's very fast finger dexterity, and it's also used as commonly known as sleight of hand, which those of you who watch magicians on TV, you know what sleight of hand is, and those who are good are really good at it. So anyway, this goes fast, and I think you'll enjoy it. Thank you. We have two more pieces. The next one is a spiritual, Wade in the Water, and it's a fun arrangement. I think you'll enjoy it. And then we're going to close with Procession of the Nobles, and this is the score here was written for bells and then piano, 4 hands. And Darren, our pianist, only has 2 hands. So we had to arrange it. So we have it so we can do it with either organ and bells or piano and bells. And it sounds great with either one, but the Procession of the Nobles, that will be our last piece. And then afterwards, if you would like to come, they call it the petting zoo. If you want to come up and pet the bells, see what they feel like and maybe how they work, they love that. So anyway, that's available to you at the close of the concert. Thank you so much. The young man that's going to be playing the piano, Darren Marvin, he's been with us for a while and plays bells very well, and plays the piano very well. So. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for coming. And you've been a great audience, so thank you again.
Yes.
If you want to come up and fool around with the bells, there's a $10 charge. Maybe we'll waive it, you know. So. Okay.
And you're all invited to come to the reception in the social hall right across the patio.